Just waiting for my stream to load. Can anyone see my stream? Is it on? Because it's saying it's not on for me. Okay, because I don't know, it's just being awkward now. Okay, do you want to start now, or does anyone want me to run over something real quick with her? Like anything at all with her? Just type in the chat if you want me to go over anything, or do you want me to just start the guide? What do you mean by that? Do you mean in a combo? Well, I can't really hold on, let me go to an end this stage now. It depends on what the juggle is. Like, the most the most practical insta WoW standing ones is from up 4 to 1. But I guarantee you I'll drop it. Hold on, I've got... You want to get a mini side step after the down, like after the thing, because that will put you off axes and you'll be able to get an extra while standing one, but it's super tight. That's probably has the most while standing ones in the combo. Of course you can do some cheesy thing like that continuing, but I don't think that works on females. Yeah, that won't work. It won't work on females, like. Because females just act different. But I'll just go into the guide now. Right. So Nina's basically this poke heavy pressure character. She wants to get in point blank and just poke the opponent down with, well, all her pokes, because she's got so many. So your game plan is trying to get in, because people are going to try to keep you out. So they are. So you can use moves like forward 2 to get in, down back 2, and if you really want to risk it, quarter circle forward 3. But that is kind of risky. There's also people, because of her walk speed, dash speed, backdash, and stuff like that, people will allow you, if you give, if you force them to respect, to actually just dash in on you. Stuff like that. Stuff like Jack does, just because Nina's pokes are so scary. So you mainly want to be using your movement to get in. But going on to her punishers, 10 frame, she has 1-2, 17 damage, plus 5. Or she has 1-4, which is 22 damage, but it's neutral on hit, which means there's no frame advantage. So just use this one for damage, and use that one for pressure. 12 frame, she has back 2-2. It's a high, so, you know, if they're forced crouch after the block, it'll whiff. But it's 26 damage, and it puts you on plus 5. Then 13 frame, down forward 1-2. Only use this one if back 2-2 will not work as a punish. And that would be on things that are, you know, force people to crouch. So it's 23 damage, which is 3 damage less, and it's plus 2 on hit. So it's weaker, but you might have to use it some stage. Then 14 frame, you have down forward 3-4. 34 damage, plus 7 on hit. Or if you want a wall splat, you do down forward 3-4 for 33 damage. The reason you don't use that over forward 3 is because forward 3 is only 30 damage. Then 15 frame, you have down forward 2, which is your launcher. Or if they've pushed you back, you also have forward 2 into forward 1+2 for 39 damage. So stuff like Heihachi's forward 2, you would use this. 16 frame, you have back 1+4. Launcher 6 extra damage than down forward 2, slightly better range. 17 frame for stuff like Death Fist and pushback punishes, you have forward 1+2. That hits Death Fist no matter what the range is. 19 frame, you have your down back 3+4, which is your highest damaging launcher. And the range is really good. It's punishable though, so only use it as a punish. Oh, you'd likely die. Alright. And then for full crouch punishes, she has full crouch down 1, 5 damage, plus 6. It's used for mainly Bob's down 1, I think it is, and Lily's back turn 1+2, since they're -2 on crouch. 11 frame, she has while standing 4, which is 15 damage, plus 7 on hit. It has the extension, but that's only guaranteed, well, it's NCC. Then 13 frames, she has while standing 1+2 for a wall splat and knockdown, if not at the wall. 15 frame, you have while standing 2. The range of it is really bad though. Like, it's got bad range, so sometimes you'll have to use while standing 1+2. 17 frame, she has her while standing 1+2, and I think around 18 frames she has up forward 2-1. So for whiff punishes, there's obviously the forward 1+2, which will, you know, hit nearly everything. The range is ridiculous on it. 17 frame, 24 damage. You also have back 1+4 for close range, as well as, you know, down forward 2 if you don't want to risk it, because back 1+4 is punishable. You further along, you have up forward 2-1, which is hit confirmable. 20 damage and a launcher, and then 19 frame, you have down back 3+4, which range is really good, and the damage is strong. 77 damage from a punish. Push back, you just have forward 1+2 and forward 2. So this again would be punishing Heihachi forward 2. And this punishes Paul's Demo Man if the down 4 doesn't sweep on clean hit, and he continues the extension and the fist. So her best moves, she's got quite a few because she's got a real good moveset. would be 1-2, which is just a generic jab. 4, which is a counter hit launcher. Down forward 1-2. NC, Geo, and 13 frame. Down forward 1 is good on its own as well. You've also got back 2-2, 12 frame, hit confirmable on counter hits, the whole extension, for 48 damage. It's safe, and if you get it on counter hit and hit confirm it, it will wall splat. You've got back 4, high. A lot of Nino strings are high, so they are. So a lot of people will randomly duck, but back 4 is 14 frame. It's safe. Mid screen, if this hits on counter hit, you get a full combo of whatever you want. But it would be back 4 into up forward 2-1. Then you've got forward 2, which you can also do the extension, but this is minus 13. But if you do the extension, you can hit confirm. It's if you get a counter hit. For a full combo. You've got forward 3, which is instant 14. Counter hit launcher as well. It's also plus on hit, but it doesn't geo, so it is duckable. But it's really hard to duck it. Forward 2 just because of the range and punishment, and plus it is power crush. Down forward 4, just quick get off me move. It's 12 frame. And that's all to say about it. Down forward 2, your safe launcher. Down forward 1+2. Grip pressure, great keep out move, homes, and the pushback is insane on it. So it's good wall pressure because the opponent has to guess, you know, what you're going to do. You could just backdash after this and, you know, create a whiff. Or whatever. You've got down 2, which is your quick high crushing low. Neutral and hit, it's kind of like Dragunov down 2. It's minus 12, so it is. So you want to be using this one if the opponent has a 13 frame while standing launcher. And then you've got down back 3, which is our main low for characters who don't have 13 frame while standing launchers. It's plus 3 on crouch, so down forward 1 will beat all while standing attempts besides full crouch down 1, which it will trade, but trades in your favour because they're getting 5 damage and you're getting 13. Which is, what is it, 8 extra damage compared to them. It also gives a free forward 1+2 on counter hit. You've got down back 2, it's slow at 24 frames, but it's safe homing and it crushes. It's also good at getting in. Like, you will lose pressure after it, but or if it gets blocked. But it's just a good get-in move. It also launches on counter hit for a mini combo. For 65 damage. You've got down back 3+4 just because it's a whiff punish. Back 1+4 because it's a good punish and a whiff punish as well. Up forward 1 because it's your other safe launcher. It crushes highs on crushes lows on certain frames, but just be careful using it as a true low crush because sometimes a low can just float you. And depending on the low, that could mean a float combo. Which isn't good. Up forward 2-1, just hit confirmable. This part is, I think, minus 13. But if they hit after it, they'll get launched, so a lot of people don't want to risk it. She's got down forward 4, which is also wipe the floor. Power low, guarantees a forward 3. And on counter hit, it gives a mini combo. Well, a full combo, not a mini one. For 62 damage. Quarter circle back, which is her back sway, can be cancelled by up back or up. Up back will put you in neutral. So it will, so you can block. Up will sidestep, so since you're sidestepping you can't block. But it's good to just basically move around. And it also crushes highs. It will auto block lows. And it fades some mids. Will crush. But so if I'll try to get a sample. Maybe I'll crush this. No, okay. Nina's really weird at stuff like this because there isn't a lot of moves that Nina's mids get crushed because they're so strong. Yeah, Nina's won't. I've had stuff like Hihachi's down forward 1 get crushed though. Yeah, Nina's hitboxes are just too strong. So I should have really tested someone else. Something like I've had Hihachi's forward 2 whiff on it. I've had his down forward 1, stuff like that. She now for while standing, she has while standing 4, which is just generic, but it's your fastest poke out of while standing. You've got while standing 1, which wall carry. It's quick, it tracks really well, and is good for pressure as well. Sidestep 1, which can go into forward sway or back sway. Which, depending on what sway you can do different ones. Forward sway will give you quarter circle forward moves. If you also hit neutral, you'll get while standing after the forward. But this is plus 10 on block, but the range is bad, so you'll only be really using it at the wall. Back sway 1 can be cancelled by up, back, or up. If you do up, you'll be in sidestep, so you can't do any neutral moves. Whereas if you hit up, back, you have magic 4 and stuff like that. So depending on what's easier for you, you go for what you want. But if you want, neutral moves like standing 4, you'll have to do the up, back variant. But this can basically go into any move because back sway is cancelable. Plus 10 as well. Quarter circle forward 2. Safe mid. Safe power mid. It's your go-to ground hitting move just because it flips on the ground, giving you a good situation. Nina apparently doesn't want to show you it. So it flips like that, which you can dash in and get pressure. It also tracks really reliably, and it hits Art of Phoenix. Like, if you delay the quarter circle forward and then just hit 2, this will always hit Art of Phoenix, no matter what she does. You've got while run 1 plus 2, just good because it's a power mid. It actually crushes lows because she's jumping in it, which is really weird. It's good to get in. It doesn't have any tracking though. And it's 0 on block. Party damage. It knocks down. I don't think anything's guaranteed. I haven't tested. No, nothing seems to be guaranteed. And then for poking, which is part of her game plan, you've got 1, 2, 4, forward 2, not forward 2, down forward 1 or down forward 1, 2, down forward 4, down forward 1 plus 2, down 2, down back 3, back 4, back 2-2, while standing 4, and while standing 1. Those are your main pokes that you'll be using. And then for counter hit fishing, you'll be using 4 into combo. Forward, let me put Nina back to stand. Forward 2-1-4, which is hit confirmable. Forward 3. Down 3-2 if you really want to. It's minus 13. I don't use it really. Down back 3. Down back 2. Back 2-2 with the hit confirm on the 2. So basically when you see the first one get counter hit, just hit 2 again. Back 4. Quarter circle forward 1, which is quarter circle forward 1 is basically Anna's quarter circle forward 1 in this game. And down forward 4. Then moving on to tracking. Nina's tracking is actually pretty strong for a female character. She's got down forward 1+2, which homes. Down back 2, which homes. Forward 3, which the second hit basically homes. Like, it's really hard to step this. I think only Lily and Alyssa would be able to step it. You've got back 2-2, which basically homes. The first hit will track to Nina's right, and the second hit will track to her left. You've got down forward 1, which tracks to her left. Down back 3 tracks right. So, actually I'll just show you. So for tracking left, you've got... Oh, tracking right, sorry. Let me put it on stand guard so it's... Oh. This tracks right slightly, but not reliably. Then everything else is mainly left, except your while standing 2, which tracks both sides. But if I put sidestep right now on, all these track to Nina's left. Oh, no, it doesn't. So basically for her lows, this one tracks right and this one tracks left. That tracks both sides. This for some reason tracks left, and you'd think it'd track to her right since it's a down forward 2, but for some reason it tracks left and not right. Then you've got quarter circle forward 2. The more you delay it, the better it is at tracking. Then quarter circle forward 1. While standing 1 tracks left. And that's all for her most reliable tracking. She's got a bit more, but I wouldn't really use them since she's got so much for this. Then for hit confirms, for normal hit she has up forward 2-1. Let me put Nina back. So up forward 2-1. The hit confirm window is really large on this. And then you've got the rest are counter hit ones. You've got back 4 into up forward 2-1, which you can see this counter hit. You've got back 2-2-2 on counter hit, and on counter hit you've got forward 2-1-4. Now for tailspin moves, which a lot of people know, but just for beginners, you've got 1-2-4. You've got forward 2-1-4. You've got forward 3. You've got down forward 1-2-4. You've got down forward 3-2-4. You've got down forward 3 forward 4. You've got down 2-3. You've got down back 2. You've got while standing 1, 1 plus 2. And you've got while standing 4, 3, which is probably the worst tailspin move in the game. Because all you get from this is a while running 1 plus 2. So now for combos, I'm going to do while standing combos and non-while standing combos, but for while standing to practice, there's multiple inputs. There's the down, down, forward one, which down, down, forward, neutral 1, which is the fastest. There's quarter circle forward, neutral 1. There's quarter circle forward, up, forward 1. And then there's many others, but these are the main ones that are easy. I think there's half circle forward and stuff like that. But I wouldn't use them because it's just a waste of inputs. So for down forward 2, she has, for non while standing, she has quarter circle forward 1, quarter circle forward 1, forward 2, 1, 4. Into quarter circle forward 4, 2, 3. While standing, she has this. You have to put a mini sidestep in after the up forward 4. Back 1 plus 4 is the same as down forward 2 in terms of juggles. Down back 3 plus 4 is exactly the same. Sidestep 2 is the same, except if you sidestep left, which you don't really want to use, but I would just do this one because you aren't getting any while standing combos off sidestep left plus 2. While standing 2, because it's awkward, you have to change your combo into this. Or you can get just the same as everything else. Up forward 1, you'll have to crouch cancel into just the same as sidestep right plus 4. If you can't do while standing, you do dash up forward 3. For 66 damage. And up forward 2, 1, which gives you the best wall carry. It's micro sidestep. If I can get it. It's the sidestep that's throwing me off. .77 damage. And the non while standing is micro sidestep left. .72 damage. For counter hit moves, you've got counter hit 4, quarter circle forward 2, quarter circle forward, quarter circle forward 1 into this. Sometimes that whiffs. If you don't think you're off axis enough, this is your best ender here. If the forward forward 3 is too tight, you can do quarter circle forward 3. But that hits all the time, and it's a really easy link for quarter circle forward 2, not the ender. The ender's quite tight. You've got quarter circle forward 3, which you would micro sidestep left this time. Or sidestep left again. I don't know why I'm dropping the easier combo. There you go, 84 damage. Counter hit back 4 is just the same as the up forward 2-1 combos. So it is. So that's the example of the non. Counter hit down back 2 is side step left, quarter circle forward 1. Into down forward 3 2, forward while standing 1, quarter circle forward 4 2 3. That's just, there's no while standing one that's worth it. And then quarter circle 4 or counter hit down forward 4. You can do, it's super tight, but for while standing you can do and then for non-counter hit it's, which doesn't want to work. Okay, that doesn't work on females, so I'll just go into this for a super easy one. But basically the combo was down forward 1, 2, side step down back 2 into that. But for some reason it doesn't work reliably on female characters, which is a shame. So if I go to wall stage now and show you the wall combos, I'll also show you wall break and balcony break.
Get ready for the next battle.
So if I just go to balcony. Oh, wall first. That's your wall combo, mainly for pressure. If you can get a kill, this is your max damage one. And if that one's too hard, it moves to this. For 54 damage. And then for wall breaks, well, balcony and wall breaks, I'm on a balcony on this one. Your main moves to break it are forward 1+2, forward 1+2, and back 1+2. This won't work on Nina because she's a female, but this is your max damage ender on male characters. Of course, the down forward 1+2 or back 1+2 will hit at the low 50%. So it'll hit here, but it won't hit on females. For females, the max you can do is that. And then you just go into a charged bomb for your ender. And then if I... Oh, not controller setup. For the Forgotten Stage, I Forgotten Realm or whatever the stage is called with the floor breaks. Forgotten Realm. Your main floor break is 1+4 at the wall, and then mid screen it's possibly up moves to up forward 1. It could be 1+4 again. Alright, so if I go to wall, your max wall combo on this stage is this. Oh, And I mess it up, of course. Into charge bomb, blonde bomb. I don't know why I'm dropping stuff today. Let's see if I can get it this time. No, I don't know why I'm dropping that. There you go. That's your max damage. It's the same damage as ending in, let's say, this. If Nina wants to look at me. It's the same damage as this. Oh. But the difference is this gives you no pressure afterwards. The previous one does. For keep out moves, Nina doesn't really have a lot of keep out moves. The only two which are keep out are down forward 1+2 and down forward 4. Most times if you want to keep out as Nina, which you really don't want to because she's pressure, but say you have a massive life lead and you just want to run out the timer, you'd just be using your movement because she has one of the best side steps in the game. And she has one of the best backdashes in the game. She also has quarter circle forward back for distance. So that's your main keep out, just your movement. And for crushes, which Nina does not have a lot of crushes, like she is not revolved around crushes like Lily, Nina and stuff like that. But for high crush, she's got down 4, down 2, down 3, 2, wipe the floor, which is down forward 4, down back 2, and quarter circle back. And then for a low crush, she has up forward 1 and up forward 3. Up forward 1 or up forward 3 is -10, however, so just be careful. Like you can use it more on Asuka because Asuka's 10 frame is really bad, but on characters that have good 10 frames, Nina could take a lot of damage. You also have this as it's not really a low crush, but it's a low auto block. So if I do this, I just quarter circle back, I'll auto block. Okay, so going on to throws, which throws is going to take a while because Nina has so many throws and she's got one of the best throw games in the game. Obviously, Jack, King, don't think anyone else really would have better ones than her. But she has 1 breaks, she's got 2 breaks, she's got 1+2 breaks, she's got chain throws, and she's also got a throw that cannot be broken, which is quarter circle back 1+4. So for 1+3 going into it is a 1 or 2 break. There's no Oki, but she's right beside Nina, so you can pressure afterwards. 2+4, which really bad situation here because you've just thrown them at the other side of the screen and there's no way for pressure. But it has extensions. Well, it has one extension that goes into another extension, so it does. Just wait for this to load. Right. I'll just put on default now. So it's got 1, 2, 1 after it. Goes into this, which puts her right at the face for pressure. No okay afterwards. But she's also, after the 1, 2, 1 input, if you hit 2, 1, 3, you'll do 7 extra damage. There's no okay after it, but you've got pressure as well. I would learn this extension from doing the 2+4 throw because there's no like con of doing it. Like, you don't lose anything of doing this. It's just free damage. They can't break. Once they haven't broke out of the break of the 2+4, they can't break any of this extension. Like, they're forced to take this extension. So 7 extra damage plus pressure is like real good. Down forward 1+3, which is a 1 break. It's got no Oki afterwards, which a lot of her generic ones do not have Oki. But you're kind of close to pressure. You've got down forward 2+4, which is your 2 break. Oki after this is forward 3. It is tight, but forward 3 is guaranteed on all options but side roll. If they side roll, down 2 will cover that. You've got up forward 1+4, or 1+2, which is broken by 1+2. It's 30 damage if they tech, 40 if they don't tech mid-screen, and at the wall it's 45 extra damage, and it gives pressure. No OP. You've got down forward 1, which is a 1 break. It will floor break. So on this stage, you'll get a mini combo. It's 43 damage, no OK, but pressure because you're close to them. If I just break all these stages, well, floors real quick, I'll show you examples of what you can do for pressure on this one, because the pressure is quite good. So this is for standing. If they want to stand or back rise, sidestep right +1 will hit. Like, they're forced to block that into whatever you want to do. It's also the same case if they back rise. This is sidestep right +1, by the way. If you sidestep left, back rise will not get hit by this. But that's one of your sidestep 1 attempts. So it is. Then you've also got going into quarter circle forward 1+2. She's got it's a 2 break. It leaves them standing for 15 damage. You're neutral on hit. And it goes into chain grab, which the extension 3-4-3, 1+2. Straight ender. 45 damage. Can be broken by 1+2. If the opponent breaks the extension, you will take 5 damage. And it's the same as the previous down forwards 2+4 throw, I think it was, where you get a guaranteed 4-4-3 on everything but side roll, which down 2 will cover side rolls. Then an extension of that, oh sorry, not extension of that, extension of quarter circle forwards 1+2, which would be the mix up to the previous one, is 2-3-4-2-2. So goes into this. 40 damage. Broken by 2. If you break it, you'll take 5 damage. Down forward 2 will hit standers, but not back risers. Back risers will just block it, which is really odd. But down forward 2 will hit like that. And then this one has the extensions. So the previous one, which could be broken by 1+2, which give you the forward 3 for free, ends straight away. But this one goes into extensions. There's 1 3+4, 1 2 1+2. Which I'll probably not be able to do these now. Okay, goes into this. 65 damage. Broken by 1 after the first extension. If broken, you take 5 damage again, and it's the same situation as the non-extent, well, the 2-3-4-2-2 extension. Down forward 1 will hit risers, the exact same situation. Or instead of that, you also have you have 1, 2, 4, 3, 1 plus 2 plus 3. Which I'm not getting out. Which is odd. There you go. 70 damage broken by 2, so this is your mix up from the one that can be broken by 1. Broken, you take 5 damage again, and down 2 will hit, down 3, sorry, will hit everything but back risers. So it will. You have to get the timing, obviously. If they back rise, 1 plus 4 will hit them. This will also hit standards. And she's also, this has no range, so don't use this mid-screen, but it's her unbreakable grab, quarter circle back, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 4, sorry. It's plus 15, or it's 15 damage guaranteed if they don't duck this, because they can't break it. And it's plus 6, well, plus 7, sorry. So, this cannot be interrupted, and it just switches sides. Say, down forward 1 plus 2 cannot be interrupted if you do it when you recover. So it's good for, you know, wall thing, because a lot of people don't realise this is plus. They just see a grab and like, okay, I'm at neutral, I'll just hit. And then they just get hit by this. It has extensions as well. It has 2, 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 plus 3. That goes into this. Puts them in this situation. You take no, broken by 2, but you take no damage for the opponent breaking it. They'll just kind of push you away and go away. Down 3 hits everything, but back rise, where 1 plus 2, 4 will hit back risers. You've got 1, 3, 2, 1. Puts you in this situation, 33 damage. It can also be done from quarter circle forward, 1 plus 2. And it's broken by 1, so in your quarter circle forward, 1 plus 2 options, this is your 1 break option, where she has 3 options, break 1, break 2, and break 1 plus 2. If broken, you will take 5 damage for this one. So, the previous one will end straight away for 35 damage. You'll take no damage if the opponent breaks it. You'll have Oki. This one, if you break, you take 5 damage, but this one has extensions. So it does. So it has 3, 1, 4, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2. Leaves her in this situation. It's broken by 1, 58 damage. If broken, you take 5 damage, and there's no Oki at all because you aren't close enough. You've also got 2, 1, 3, 4, 1 plus 2. 2, 1, 3, 4, 1 plus 2. Which sets them down like this, 58 damage. Broken by 2. If they break it, you take 5 damage. And down forward 3, 4 is guaranteed on back risers and on standards. But on standards, you also get the extension. So if I show that real quick. If I can get the timing. With forward, forward, 1 plus 2 being guaranteed. If they stay just down 2. Then quarter circle forward, 3 plus 4. This is from your quarter circle forward stance where this one is your 2 break mix up. This one is broken by 1. So these are mix ups in herself. Has extensions 3 plus 4, 3, 4, 1 plus 2. Goes into this, 50 damage. If it's broken, though, you take 8 damage. You're put in the ground for a really bad Oki situation. So if I record the situation, it's a situation you don't want to be in, but sometimes risk might be worth the reward. So, oh, I didn't even record Nina doing it. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to break this 1 by 1. And Nina's on the ground now. And depending on how fast your low grabs are, you might get a guarantee. Which would be bad. And the mix-up for this one, so that one could be broken by 1. This is broken by 2. Is 3 plus 4, 4, 2, 1 plus 2. Which goes into her while running 3 or up forward 3 plus 4 chain grab. And the extensions from this one can be done from any of those as well. But if it's broken, it's the same Oki situation as this thing, our previous one. You'll take 8 damage and they'll get a guaranteed low depending on how our ground hit move, depending on how fast the ground hit. Like Xiao Yu will definitely get a ground hitting one. The extensions to that is 3, 1, 4, 2 plus 4. So I'll just show you from this. It'll go into this. 68 damage from that. But it's actually 63 if you do the quarter circle forward 3 plus 4 road. It's broken by 1. And if broken, you'll take no damage this time and there's no bad situation. You're just left in neutral. So if I show Nina doing it. I think I messed it up. Okay, I didn't. So broken by 1. And if you broke it, you're in this situation. Just back in neutral. So there's no con of it. Then she's also got, as a mix-up, which is this one's broken by 2. They take 68 damage from this one, so it's actually more damaging. And it gives really strong Uki as well, is 1, 3, 2 plus 4, 3 plus 4, 1 plus 2. I did the wrong one. It's really odd to do though, without button mapping. Oh, I'm doing the wrong input, sorry. It puts you in this, which their back's away. So it's the same situation as the previous one with it switching sides for some reason. Hopefully it doesn't switch sides this time. This will hit back risers and standers. So it will. And down 2 will hit stairs. And at the wall, Nina's known for her wall pressure, mainly because of her side step 1, which can go into any move like she wants. When this is cancelled, you're plus 10. So cancelled by forward or back, she's at plus 10. Some options out of this that can't be interrupted are side step 1, forward 2. This cannot be interrupted on block. You've also got the back 4, which this is cancelled by back, or back up, and then just back 4. A good thing about this at the wall is on hit, it guarantees 4. Unless if I show you a mimic, unless they nosebleed fall. Which, if they nosebleed fall, you can do 4 free as an autocorrect, but if they are standing after that, 4 free cannot be blocked. But it is a nice option to select for people who don't realise. Then you've also got side step 1, down forward 1 plus 2, which is cancelled by side step 1, back, up, back, and then down forward 1 plus 2. You've got forward 3, which is a high, so be careful because down jabbers will beat this one. But it's, back, or back up, and then forward 3. You've got while standing 1, which is your pressure. It's just side step 1, forward neutral 1. You've got down 4, which is sidestep 1, back down 4. It's your only low that can't be interrupted. And then for lows, she does have back down 2, back neutral, sidestep 1, back neutral down 2. If you do this perfect timing, it'll mean that they have to have an instant 12 mid or faster to interrupt. It can be special mid, so down jab will beat it. But a lot of people just want to throw out a 1 jab just to quickly stop. And since this crushes highs, it'll mean that they just have to be worried more. And then you've also got the down back free one, which is just sidestep plus 1 back neutral down back 4, or you can do it the cancel way. I prefer the cancel way just because I'm used to it. It's interruptible, and since it doesn't crush highs, it doesn't have the same benefit as down 2. And just at walls, you should always end in this because of just the strong situation you're put at. If they don't back rise this, quarter circle forward 2 is guaranteed, or wipe the floor or any low you want. Which means after this, even if they don't tech, she's still fine to go into a 50-50. Up back puts you in neutral, so it does. So you can do neutral moves like standing 4. If you do back up though, and you do 4, which should give standing 4, since you go into the sidestep, you can't do neutral moves from it as fast. So basically just use whichever one's comfortable on you, but if you want a neutral move, like jabs or something, you'll have to do the up jab or up back version, because anything else, you know, will give that. Notations for Nina's while standing 1 is quarter circle forward neutral 1, or down down forward neutral 1, or quarter circle forward up forward 1. And sidestep cancels are just sidestep 1 forward will put you into the quarter circle forward ones. If you let go of forward though, you'll be given while standing moves. If you do sidestep 1 back and then up back, you put into neutral, so you can do anything you want from that, because it would just be like you're standing. Or if you do back, so those are the way cancel notations. And then at wall, I've already talked about this. This gives a free 4 if they don't fall down. And then quarter circle back, 1+4 cannot be broken and is at least +7 on hits. So this cannot be interrupted. Like, there's a lot of options that can't be interrupted, but I think that's the strongest. And then moving on to safe launchers, she's got 2. Down forward 2. Won't launch crouchers because it's just a generic one. And she's also got up forward 1, which will launch crouchers. And for back turn combos, say you come across Raven or Xiao Yu and you need a back turn combo on them. For close up, you want to do 4-3-2 into combo. Or if you're quite far away and you think they'll down back, you do 3-4, down forward 3-4, 3+4, which also gives you a guaranteed blonde bomb. And the issue with this is though, see the final extension, the cartwheel. Xiao Yu and Raven can parry it, so the mix up between that is do this and then down back 3+4 if you think they're going to parry. And if they parry, they will be turned around, so this will hit in the front. But that's basically everything I've got on Nina. Like, does anyone want me to go for anything else? Like, just put in the chat if you want anything else done. I guess I could talk about Evil Mist as well. This is unblockable. It's done by doing half circle forward, neutral, and then down back 2+4. It's also got a shortcut from the extension. Which, if you do sidestep 1 forward and then just do down back 2+4, you'll get it straight away. And it gives guarantees. I mean, you can pick up any character in this game and be fine. I think Nina is really strong in this version. She's just super hard. I guess there's actually one thing I forgot to, her rage drive. Her rage drive is real strong. So, if the opponent blocks at the wall, they take 5 damage, no matter what. She's put in, I think she's like in she's like plus 10 if she doesn't cancel into down forward, and like plus 17 if she does. And it also has this good situation of, say you hit it off an angle, right? So usually it does this, sends them flying. It wall carries pretty far, like say from here. It'll just resplat. You can do something like, but if you get it at an angle, like say here, this is probably the wrong angle. I'll do it from a wall. It's easier from a wall to show you. So say, no, forgot it's gonna do this. Right, say you do a combo like this with Nina. It will give you a guarantee to charge Blonde Bomb because of the angle it's at. So it's got really strong Oki if you get it ever at an angle like this, or do that combo off of Wall Splat. You can also do it off, let's say, 4-3, you can sidestep immediately. And do something like that. But I would just use it as a pressure tool because it's 50 extra damage. It's good at advancing. So it is, because the range is quite good on it. Like, that range is amazing. It's a good I'm gonna get in tool for Nina. And if they block, they're forced to guess. If they get hit, they'll die. Like, literally, this does a ridiculous amount of damage if it hits. Like 91 just from wall. Would you say Nina is stronger than Xiao Yu, or a good secondary pocket to have? Day FFS. I see, Nina's really difficult, so I kind of just use her as a secondary just because I main Julia in Tekken tag. So I did. She's not in this game. My secondary was Xiao Yu, and then my third main character was Nina. So that's how I use Nina, but using Nina and Xiao Yu together, that's kind of a hard pairing because of how difficult both of them are. So if you enjoy the character and you want, to poke and pressure, yeah, go Nina. Nina, in my opinion, Nina doesn't have any bad matchups. I don't think she has winning matchups either though. She's just, 5-5 on everything except Eddie. She destroys Eddie's life. Like, she destroys Eddie worse than Xiao Yu destroys Eddie. Like, she laughs at Eddie. Because down 4-3 just, or down 4-1 just kills Eddie. Like, this is just an Eddie killer. Oh, no problem. Sorry to hear that as well. Oh god. But if you're using Nina, just remember you are using the hardest character in the game. And she's really hard to get or to use execution wise. So always remember, like, Nina might be put, let's say, mid tier in the tier list, but that's because of the potential of what the players are playing her at. Like, if a robot could play Nina and play, Nina perfectly, or someone could, which isn't humanly possible, Nina would definitely be top 5. She's that good. Like, it's just, she's hard to put her moveset together. But I think that's... Does anyone else need anything to go over? If not, I'm gonna stop streaming because that's the guide basically over. So I'll just wait a while just in case anyone in chat wants me to go over anything. Oh, I'll just say for sidestep 1 back, down back 2, you do not need to cancel the back sway. Just go into straight down back 2. Like, that's one you don't need to cancel. But yeah, I'm gonna go off now. Thanks for watching, everyone. This will be on YouTube as well. So it will.